Let's face it, we're all gonna die. And in video games, we're gonna die probably hundreds of times. A game over screen is almost like a funeral for your fallen hero, and as such, it should be treated with respect. So with that said, join us as we count down our 20 favorite game over screens throughout the history of video games.
Number 20.
One of the benefits of having access to one of the most beloved movie licenses of all time, you get access to this iconic music and this blood dripping down the screen effect. Not only do you get to experience the death in first person, but then it gets replayed over and over for you to relive as though you were watching a movie. A very blocky and ugly movie.
Number 19.
While other games are content with just telling you that your game is over, Super Smash Bros. Has never been one to shy away from telling you exactly what you are.
Number 18.
A screen you're likely going to see a lot in Catherine. Forget the fact that your game is over, forget the fact that your life is over. In Catherine, all that matters is love is over.
May you rest in peace, O Lamb.
Number 17.
All of the Donkey Kong Country games have great game over screens, but DKC3 earns this spot for actually making us feel bad. I mean, come on, just look at that face.
Number 16.
Okay, so this is technically cheating since Mirror's Edge doesn't actually have a game over screen, but it's my list, so whatever. There's nothing quite as jarring as falling off a building in Mirror's Edge, flailing your arms around as the air whizzes by, only to end with a sudden thud and black screen.
Number 15.
I've always loved the God of War game over screen because of how abrupt it is. Kratos doesn't keel over in a long death animation, he takes his last hit, and immediately the screen turns to
You are dead. Number 14.
This iconic countdown screen brings back the memory of frantically scrounging around your pockets or begging your friends for a quarter while the announcer gets closer and closer to zero, and you hear that echoing yell of your character as his disfigured face fades to black.
Number 13.
It's already demeaning when you've played through a lengthy level of Katamari Damacy, come to the end, and you already know that your ball of junk isn't big enough to please the king of all cosmos. But when you have to sit through about 2 minutes worth of him telling you just how worthless you are, it's pretty bad. But bad in a pretty hilarious way.
Number 12.
Sometimes you just have to appreciate the classics. Super Mario Bros. Game over screen may not be flashy or visually impressive, but the music is easily one of the most iconic game over sounds in all of gaming.
Number 11.
In other Zelda games, you fail, Ganondorf rules the land, and who really cares? You won't be around to know about it, and hey, maybe he's actually a better ruler than he seems. You fail in Majora's Mask, and you watch as the world literally comes to an end as a pissed off moon drills his face into the earth. And that's all for part 1. Be on the lookout for part 2 where we count down the top 10 greatest game over screens in gaming history.